Hello guys, I'm Steve. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. If it's your first time stopping by the channel, hit that subscribe button. Trust me, you won't regret it. You're a returning subscriber. As always, guys, welcome back, and I do appreciate the support. Guys, I want to talk about a domestic incident that happened yesterday out there in Hardin County, Kentucky. Shout out. And it's involving these two people right here, and the outcome is truly devastating. A lot of times on these videos you see me doing, especially the ones talking about domestic disputes, a lot of times there are protective orders that are in place that these guys a lot of times violate. It's like they don't care about that piece of paper or what the courts say. If they want to have you or control you, they're going to do it. This story right here is really sad. It's a stat I'm looking at up here on my desktop about victims of domestic violence and stuff. And this is an interesting fact. It says on average, as an average of 24 people per minute are victims of rape, physical violence, or stalking by an intimate partner in the United States, with intimate partner violence alone affecting more than 12 million people every year, according to the National Domestic Violence Hotline. That's crazy. It's crazy. These two people you see up here. Let's get into this. The woman's name is Erica Riley. She's 38 years old. The man that you see up there is her boyfriend, Christopher Elder, or ex-boyfriend. He's 46 years old. The story goes as follows. She got a emergency order of protection against this man a few weeks back after he beat her up. It was expiring. She had to go back to court to make it a full-time protective order. He was notified, right? What this man did, as this woman with her two children that are not his, her own mother and her father escorted her to the courthouse to sign the said protective order. Mr. Elder was circling the Hardin County Justice Center. I guess that's the courthouse. He was circling it until he saw her in the parking lot. He zoomed up on him, jumped out the car with a rifle. He shot the mom, who lost her life, the mother, Janet Riley, age 71. Erica Riley, pictured here, age 38, his girlfriend or ex-girlfriend, and he shot the father, who's not named. I found out for a fact this is the father. So he shot the father, the mother, and the girlfriend. Erica Riley, Janet Riley are dead. The father survived so far. So you killed two people. Then after that, he went on a high-speed chase from the police where he pointed the gun at them and then shot himself. Either way, man, let's just take a look at this. This is truly horrifying. People are not scared of the justice system. And they're not scared to do harm to people in front of other people. The children were in the car. Now, granted, they was her children, not his. But demons walk among us, man. And here's the latest addition to the onslaught list. Take a look at the video.
We want to turn now to a story that we've been following this afternoon, a shooting outside of the Hardin County Courthouse. Family members say a young mother feared for her life before being gunned down in the parking lot.
WDRB's Stefan Johnson talked to family members about the warning signs that led to the shooting. Stefan?
Well, good afternoon, guys. According to police and family members, the victim was here to take out another emergency protective order against the suspect. In fact, we've just obtained a copy of the last one. We'll share some of that in just a moment. But today, she never made it inside the courthouse and was ambushed here in the parking lot outside the courthouse across the street.
He was circling the parking lot and I guess waiting for the people to get here. And when they got here, he got out of his car, shot them, got back in his car and left.
I just heard gunshots and I just heard a bunch of commotion over that way, but I didn't really think anything of it until I actually walked up and there was already cops assisting the situation and blocking everybody off.
Well, the shooting happened just before 9 o'clock this morning. Police say 37-year-old Erica Riley came to the courthouse with her parents and 2 children. They were here because of an EPO against Christopher Elder. Police say Elder ambushed the family in the parking lot, killing Riley and her mother and injuring her father. The children were not injured. Elder left the scene and led police on a chase into Hopkinsville, Kentucky, and eventually into the parking lot of a church. That's when police say he pointed a rifle at officers and then turned the gun on himself. Right now, he is in the hospital. Meanwhile, back here at the scene in Elizabethtown, the vehicle the victims came in was towed away, and a lot of witnesses are still in shock after what they saw and heard this morning.
It was very chaotic. Honestly, a lot of people posted the live on their Facebook as well with the dead body on the ground, and I do not believe that is the whole situation could have went a way different way. If
We was walking from the back to the front, and we heard gunshots, like from 7 to 10 to maybe 12 gunshots. And so, we came through here, and when we got out here, we seen the body laying. We seen another body laying.
Now, I've just obtained a copy of an EPO that was filed earlier this month that expired after 2 weeks. Apparently, this is why Riley came to court to get an extension. I'll just read part of it. It says, Chris was talking nasty to my daughter, who's 14. When I defended her, he came out of the room. We got into a screaming match, and he punched me in the jaw twice. Meanwhile, a family member didn't want to go on camera, but said they had some pretty disturbing red flags at 6. You'll see one of the recent red flags, she says, caused her to think that Erica Riley was in danger. With photojournalist Neil Johnson, I'm Stefan Johnson, WDRB News.
In the parking lot at the Hardin County Courthouse now stands this sign: Erica Riley and Janet Riley lost their life to domestic violence.
It was mayhem.
On Monday morning, Shona Shekels had just walked inside the Hardin County Justice Center when gunfire erupted outside.
I saw bailiffs running from the courthouse and police officers started to arrive.
Shekels is a victim's advocate with Springhaven and would have been in the courtroom to support Erica Riley. Riley had filed for an emergency protective order against Christopher Elder.
She never made it into the courthouse.
WLKY obtained Riley's petition, which details an incident where she says Elder hit her in the jaw and goes on to say she experienced mental and physical violence for the past 1.5 years. In more documents, it shows a judge signed off on a summons for Elder to appear for a hearing on the matter. A question we've heard asked: why would both have to appear in court together? Since an EPO is a civil matter, the person it's filed against is entitled to notice and an opportunity to appear, be heard, and present evidence. According to the chief legal officer for the Kentucky Coalition Against Domestic Violence, the current standard is the hearing is in person.
One of the many circumstances where we as a society put so much on the shoulders of a survivor when they don't deserve it.
Georgia Hensley is the CEO of Springhaven. She says there's also no required escort services for survivors when showing up to these hearings.
I've never seen it offered. No one hands you a card and says, here, call the sheriff if you need an escort to and from the courthouse. Maybe that's something we can do.
Security is an issue top of mind for Shekels.
The EPO is written on a white piece of paper with black writing, and it's not bulletproof. It's not knife-proof. It's not fist-proof. It's a problem for lawyers. It's a problem for advocates. It's just a problem in general.
Madison Elliott, WLKY News.
Guys, that's the news as far as we know it. And may Erica and Janet Riley rest in peace. Now it says the husband or the father is in critical condition, fighting for his life. It says, this is what, according to eyewitnesses, this is Yahoo News. They have a little bit more information. It says, according to an eyewitness, she said, we were walking back from the back to the front of the building when we heard gunshots, like from 7 to 10 or maybe 12 gunshots. And so we came through here, and when we got out here, we seen the body laying. We seen another body laying. Witness Rebecca Duvall said, according to the police, Riley, her mother, and another man related to them were shot, which was the father I told you about. Erica was pronounced dead at the scene. Janet Riley was taken to the hospital where she later died, and the man is in stable condition, who was the father of Erica Riley. Now, it's mind-blowing to me from a male standpoint, and this is just me. I mean, I don't think for every man. I can't see myself, and you see this, it's like a pattern with this type of guy. They get mad because somebody upset them or something doesn't go their way, whether it's legal or not. Something that makes them violent enough to hurt somebody they claim to be in a relationship with and care about. But it gets to the point where they're so angry at something done to them that at the end of it all, after they do everything they're doing, they kill themselves. That is an absolute cowardly act. You took these people alive because you felt dissatisfaction, and I guess you taking their lives to prove a point. You should stand on said point, not off yourself. And if you planned on doing that, why don't you just cut to the chase and just take yourself out? Do everybody else a favor. She didn't want to be with you, obviously, and you couldn't deal with that, and you left. Think about it. He had no attachment to her. She got 2 children. The children are not his. He was only in a relationship with her for 1.5 years. You're 46 years old. So you were 44 when you met her, and before that, your life was shit. And now you can't go on without being with a woman you beat the hell out of and psychologically and physically abused. Can't make this stuff up. There are a lot of grown men. I mean, there are a lot of grown ass boys out here in men's bodies. I don't understand the logic of that. I don't. Circled the block. He was spinning the block on them. Made sure they got out the car, all of them. Start walking. Blazed them up. Luckily, the children didn't get shot. And the children aren't his, but I mean, now think about it. You got the grandmom dead. The mom dead. Grandfather in the hospital. Where the kids at right now? Who's gonna take care of them? I don't know if they got extended family, but come on, man. How do you calm children down after they just seen their mother get gunned down? Don't even think about that stuff when they in a fitter age. They just mad. It can't nobody stop me. Damn it, it's about me. Me, 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 me. I'm gonna hurt you because you hurt me. You know I love you? Stupid stuff. This guy's a fucking idiot. Can't even show him the flowers because he chose to shoot himself and land in the bushes. That's the part that's messed up. These people do some of the most violent stuff and they can't even face justice, AKA incarceration. That's a sucker move. He don't get no respect for that. I wonder what his people is saying. You know what I'm saying? He might have been a degenerate doing this type of shit. Not surprised. Said the dude shot himself in the head after pointing the gun at police. You should have banged out. You tough. The men came, you ain't do shit. Oh, they're gonna catch me. Up. I'm like, I can't go to jail. Why'd you do the thing in the first place? I never, listen. How do you beat somebody up, right? Because if you listen to the story, it said that he said something nasty to her daughter. Now, I don't know what that means. So we'll just say he said something out of pocket. Whether it was sexual or non-sexual, it was just inappropriate. She came to defend him. Defend the daughter. Hey, don't talk to my daughter like that. Hey, she's a kid. What? Boop, 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 boop. Gives her the business. She goes and gets this emergency order. Now, I guess when she had the emergency order, from reports, it seemed like he wasn't around her. We don't know yet, but I mean, it seemed like it was working because she ran to go get another one. He knew it expired. She knew it expired. They alerted him to let him know, boom, because a lot of people are like, why even go to court? They let him know so he can have a chance to defend himself because an order of restraint, I guess, is big out there. He was like, oh, hell to the no, and did what he did. Trifling behavior. And this goes to show you, man, it's a mindset thing that some people have out here to where they're like, you'll do what I say, and when I say it, or you'll lose your life. Ending a relationship Should not be like a death sentence. It should be just like leaving a job. It didn't work out. Good luck finding another one. But it ain't like that. And it's sad that these people lost their lives, especially 2 people that came to show support that didn't do anything. This guy acted a fool because these people were older people. Remember I said a certain type of person act a fool and do certain things? And I say sometimes there ain't no men around. You know, that's an old man. He knew he could take them. They probably wasn't really in the business like that. Either way, man, it's crazy. It's crazy. I bet if that father knew what was going on, I mean, if he knew that this was going to happen, he'd have probably took the law into his own hands and blast this dude. And I wouldn't have blamed him. Pieces of shit need to stay in the grass, the concrete. I'm Stock Market Steve for the Dynamic Reason channel. As always, like, comment, share, and subscribe. World's going to shit quick, man. Hold on for the ride. I'll see you in the next video. Take care.